Welcome to the energy update for the week of July 28th, 2024. At this time, it's so important that we remember the backdrop that we're all living inside of, is that we are living in a time of history of expanded consciousness and awareness. And often we think, oh, well, how do I expand my consciousness? How do I make the consciousness expand? That's not what's happening. The consciousness is expanding and we are part of it. And in that, we often see a breakdown of structures, relationships, and things that have been either significant or familiar in our life because these structures need to fall away to make room for this new expanded consciousness. And it's challenging. It can feel like a very rough ride. And I think we're really starting to feel the impact of these changes that have been going on really since about 2020, but now there's a momentum starting to build, and we see it in our personal lives, we see it in our economy, we see it in our politics, we see it on the planet, we see it in every area. We can't escape it. So know that these are the conditions that we are in, but don't lament about that. Rather, recognize that this is an incredible time to be alive, essentially, as a human being or a spiritual being. Now, don't mistake this as saying I don't understand that many people are very challenged or perhaps even having their own experience with suffering during these moments. But the fact of the matter is, consciousness is expanding. And the more that we look at life vertically as opposed to horizontally and make sense of what's happening rather than resist it or fight it or decide that fighting is the way to go, the better off we'll be. The more we can grow ourselves and the more we can embrace being in an expanded consciousness and all that that entails. So, with that said, this week we return to complexity. The road gets a little bumpy. But you know what? As I get into the August forecast, which I'll do a little bit later this week, even though there's a bumpy road and a lot of fireworks in August, it's also a time where some magical things can take place. And that's the beauty of expanded consciousness as it gets bigger and bigger and there's more space and more opportunity, magical things happen as well. So it's not a one size fits all in August, but it really is bumpy. And so we'll see that the beginnings of that this week. And I would just say, do your best to use the energy to see the largeness of yourself. See yourself in a larger context. And this is one of these marathon, not sprint conversations that you want to, yeah, I love thinking about, baseball. It's a game of averages. You want to think about the trends, the averages you're seeing in your life. When you think about your own process, you want to think about using the energy to maximize your moments. And it's not just, oh, can I find that job or, oh, can I get this relationship to work out? And not that those things may not be critical and important in your life, but rather, what is the deeper meaning? We want to go vertical, not just horizontal. What is the meaning of this in my life? How am I supposed to be learning and growing from this? Because that's how we will survive and thrive in these moments. So the first part of the week is somewhat dense. As we get to Wednesday is really a transition day, a true hump day where things really shift. Thursday and Friday are easier, and Saturday and Sunday feel very compact. So we get a little bit of everything this week, but it remains a good time to create because there's so many possibilities in the collective. So I hope you guys find this helpful. And I have some other announcements coming up, but I'm not going to do it in this video. So have a wonderful day and week, and I look forward to your comments and questions. Take care.